Apple just announced new iPads with M1 chip and XDR liquid retina screen, so should I or you buy one? I'm using iPad in my day-to-day workflows, and if you are interested how I do that, there is video about it, so will I upgrade? Well, presentation was great as always, but it becomes harder to care about hardware upgrades. iPads are very fast for years already. For those of you who are using iPads as main device, I'm happy for you. This upgrade will be a nice bump in speed, even probably it is not necessary. Of course, you are getting great screen upgrade. This XDR screen on 12-inch iPad Pro looks great, and great camera upgrade. Super nice, but for those who, like I, use iPads just as secondary device, there are not so much reasons to upgrade, in my opinion. I can't build apps on the iPad. File management is huge pain. Any work with files is much more easier on macOS. Apple is calling it iPad Pro, but they do not port their own Pro apps on it. I am waiting for Xcode on it for every year for a few years already, so without luck. So I will wait to hear about it on this WWDC in the summer again. Sure, software development is small niche of users, and probably most of them developers even do not like to develop software on iPad. I get that, that is not in priority list, but let's take a look on video editing. They are showing from scene this Lumafusion application, which is great app, but it is not close to Final Cut Pro in functionality. I'm using Lumafusion for short edits, but again, it works great on my 9.7-inch iPad Pro, and it will fly on iPad Air for half of the price of iPad Pro. I could love to use new XDR screen for photo editing, but to do that, I have to buy 12-inch iPad Pro, and if I will buy keyboard for it as well, that will be in about same price or even more expensive than M1 MacBook Pro, which I have. And that is about same size, same weight to carry around, and for photo editing a little bit too much. For me, M1 MacBook Pro is better choice. Actually, if I like to run some iPad apps, any M1 Mac can run those. And in case if you are missing any of applications, so that will work on M1 Mac as well. All the Pro apps are available on it. Final Cut Pro, Adobe products, Xcode, Android Studio, whatever you are using. All of them are here. In my opinion, it has better keyboard and trackpad, and battery life is about the same like on iPad. Of course, there are quite a few pros on iPad side as well. If you are one of those artists who are using Procreate app or similar for day-to-day work and work in design, Apple Pen support, yeah, sure, only iPad. It is, of course, it is more easy to use it for some document reading, markdown, comics, ebooks, whatever, but that will work on older device as well, and you don't need so pricey device or XDR screen to read comics or books. iPadOS, quite interesting operation system. Many of you maybe like it better than macOS, and for sure automation works better in it than in macOS, so there definitely are some benefits. Yeah, probably that is the reason to choose iPad over MacBook. Touchscreen support, sure, always connected to the mobile network. Again, that's also a thing. I don't understand why we can't insert SIM card in the MacBook, but probably Apple have their own reasons. So, but again, most of those pros that I mentioned works on my older iPad as well. For me, I do not see reason for upgrade. So seems that I will stick with my 9.7 iPad Pro, which is just fine for productivity tasks what I do on it, and we'll see if new functionality will be added to the iPadOS in this summer and fall. I'm skipping quite a few iPad models already, waiting for software upgrades. And yes, new iPad is great, no doubt. Hardware is beautiful. It will be very fast, very nice tablet, best tablet in the market, but that still is just iPad.